Final thing the final question I want to answer is when do we give? And that's really simple. Paul says again in that passage, 1 Corinthians 16, let each person set aside something at the beginning of the week. He said that because that's when Christians gathered. They gathered on the first day of the week. The Christian Sabbath was moved from Saturday to Sunday because Sunday was the first day of the week, the day on which Christ was raised from the dead. So Christians gathered week by week on that first day, remembering in gratitude and joy that God had raised Christ to life for their justification. So on that day, a very practical expression of their gratitude was setting aside a financial gift to the Lord. So I would say to every Christian, decide when you're going to give. You give regularly. That's the bottom line. Give regularly. Make it a regular habit, whether it's weekly or monthly, make it a regular habit of setting aside something financial by which you say to the Lord, I am thankful, I am grateful for your giving life to me and giving new life to me in the resurrection of Jesus Christ. So, there are the 5 questions I hear most about giving, and they're in brief, or I hope some helpful and biblical answers. Why do we give? We give because God first gave to us with His grace, the grace of Jesus Christ. How do we give? We give by getting a job and giving of the first fruits. What amount do we give? We give in keeping with our income, being good stewards of what He's given us and budgeting that and making faith goals relative to those areas in our lives so that we can be more generous. Where do we give? We give to those areas that matter most to God in the church. And when do we give? We give regularly because we regularly want to discipline ourselves to say thank you to the Lord Jesus for His grace to us. The grace, Paul says, remember the grace of the Lord Jesus Christ, that though He was rich, yet for your sakes He became poor, that you also might be rich.